Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the San Diego Padres and the Colorado Rockies. Colorado find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. German Marquez gets the start for Colorado in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. These Rockies guys, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. It's hot, but not too hot this afternoon, and even 90 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Fly ball heading for the alley. And he's going to have extra bases right out of the chute today. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's what you want your leadoff hitter to do every time. He wastes a lot of pitches, makes the pitcher work, then to cap it off, he drives one for a double. That might be one of the best at-bats we'll see all game long.
Into the box, Tommy Pham. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Previous history with German Marquez. He brings a 4 for 12 line. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Tatis leads off second with nobody out. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 1-2. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt, and the throw is there to record the first out.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Manny Machado. First appearance for him here with the leadoff man still at second and one gone now. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1 ball, no strike.
One out and a runner on second base. One ball, one strike, the count. The 1-1 home.
Ball, outside.
And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full 3-2.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Another full count pitch home. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
The first baseman Eric Hosmer is in. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. From the belt, the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman.
1 ball, 1 strike.
First and second now, 1 man out. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Blackman looking up. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Friars have moved out in front 3-0.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
So the bases are clear now following the home run, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Will Myers.
Will Myers.
First pitch of the at-bat.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Myers swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Jurickson Profar digs in next.
as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the Padres pick up 3 on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 3-0 San Diego. Dinelson Lamet will be the man on the mound for the Friars. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Trevor Story steps in now to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Here's the first pitch to him. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they get put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
A ball and a strike to Trevor Story.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now here's the pitch. Still even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. A dozen home runs, 39 driven in. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
Fastball just missed above the zone.
2-1.
The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
Lifted into center field. Cordero is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting third, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No, that's a ball.
The 1-0. Misses off the plate.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
That one's in there. 3-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Another payoff pitch. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
In now for Colorado, David Dahl having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
And that's high for a ball. 1-0. From the belt, the pitch.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Two and one to David Dahl. Rolled slowly down the third baseline.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the catcher, Francisco Mejia.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. A 1 pitch on its way.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fouled away. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
And that'll bring up Franchi Cordero, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 1 home run and 16 RBIs. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. His fifth strikeout already, and there are two gone in the inning.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
This is line to left, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, you don't see that all the time. Pitcher deep in the count, 0-2, and D-Rose still manages to sneak out a base hit on an 0-2 count.
You know what? He never lost his toehold there, Dan. He seemed like he wanted to hit. He was aggressive. He battled and was able to be rewarded with a nice base hit.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. One and one to San Diego's leadoff batter. Tatis is currently the third leading vote getter in all-star balloting at shortstop. He's had a good campaign so far, but the competition at that position is very strong.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Padres leave one, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Here's Ryan McMahon now, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0. And the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
At the plate, Daniel Murphy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, the pitch. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike one.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
You know, D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Stepping in now, Sam Hilliard, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 4 home runs and 19 driven in. Grounded back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Now at the plate, Tony Walters. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Little traffic on the base paths right here, but one pitch away from getting a double play and getting right back into control.
None out, runners at first and second. Behind 0-2 now. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the payoff pitch home. Full count still. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pham moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Germán Marquez.
The pitcher, Germán Marquez, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Strike one to start the at bat. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. Line drive to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Rockies forced to settle for one. We played two full. It's the Padres 3 and the Rockies 1. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Padres.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Tommy Pham, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball two. Two and two now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's around first, heading for two. And the Friars are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
And in steps Manny Machado. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Knuckle curve is off the bottom edge. 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Ball even at 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. Story scoops it up, and there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Eric Hosmer, another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game.
In that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate. We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
He's set. Here's the 0-1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Runner at second here with one man out. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Hosmer in front now, a 3-1 count.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Digging in now for San Diego, Will Myers. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
2 balls and a strike now as that misses to the San Diego right fielder.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. So the bases are loaded here with 1 man gone, and Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here comes the 1-0.
Nope, that's a ball.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Has a look, now the pitch. 2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1. Grounder down the line at third.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
The catcher, Francisco Mejia.
To the plate now, Francisco Mejia, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. One and 0. Here it is.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
2 out, bases loaded. Fouled off. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Bottom of the third now, and coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Charlie Blackmon.
The right fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that misses inside 1-0.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Center fielder giving chase, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Down and away, ball 1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. The relay throw, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
The left fielder,
David Dahl to the plate now. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Dahl is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
The 2-1 home. Lifted in the air out towards left center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll get a step closer. It's a sac fly to make it a 3-2 game now.
The batter number 24, second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Stepping in, Ryan McMahon. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
It's funny, that pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 3 innings complete. It's the Padres 3 and the Rockies 2. In now, Franchi Cordero comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Franchi Cordero.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. The windup and the 0-1. And there's a base hit on the line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
So with your pitcher due up next, you can either have him bunt, or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with a bat in his hands.
Standing in now, Dinelson Lamet. This will show bunt, but pull it back for ball 1. The 1-0 is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Settling in now, Fernando Tatis Jr. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. From the stretch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Clearly fooled there on the slider. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
2-2.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Here now the 2-2. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Dahl. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's 4-2.
Now batting, left field.
So 2 are gone in the Padre fourth. And up next, it'll be the outfielder Tommy Pham. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. 4 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Hit on the ground to third. Arenado's got it. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Padres on top, 4-2. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
That's a ball.
Two balls and a strike. The 2-1.
Ball, inside.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Striding in for the Rockies, Sam Hilliard. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
That'll bring up Tony Walters, as he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. The relay, and he's safe.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Josh Fuentes will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners at the corners and 1 out in the inning. And a high strike there, 0-1. With runners in scoring position this season, Fuentes is a .300 hitter on the dot. Can't complain about that.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike three. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate, Trevor Story, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Again, he sends it out of play. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Full count now. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Hit down the line at first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. 2 left for Colorado. Still down by a count of 4-2. Yency Almonte, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 62, Yency Almonte.
Here's Manny Machado now. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. A ball and a strike now to Machado.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone. On deck, there's Eric Hosmer. 3-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
So the base is empty here with one away, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Now here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Here's Will Myers as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
That's the ball.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Jurickson Profar as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
The 1-1. Four runs, 6 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Just hung in there on that one. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's going to find real estate and fall in for a base hit. And he's going to get in there at the plate to make it a 5-2 lead now.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
At the plate now, Francisco Mejia fouled off. No hits to this point. The 0-1 popped up. Arenado is under it, and that's the 3rd out. Padres able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Padres 5 and the Rockies 2. Drew Pomeranz, a lefty standing 6'6", takes over the pitching duties here.
Drew Pomeranz.
Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Charlie Blackmon.
The right fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
First offering on its way. Now here's the pitch. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Nolan Arenado. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The windup and the 0-1. Line toward right center. And this is going to split the fairway and head out toward the rock pile for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with one away.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. First pitch on its way. Ready with the 0-1.
Oh. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And this one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The 2-1. Sent out to straightaway center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll get one back with the sac fly as it's now a 5-3 ball game.
Number 24, second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
So no one on now after the sac fly. And standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Ryan McMahon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Ryan McMahon. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Padres lead it 5-3. Jairo Diaz takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
For the Rockies, number 37, Jairo Diaz.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and in to hit next it'll be Franchy Cordero.
33, Franchy Cordero.
He's set, and the pitch.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Skied down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
1-2.
And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. The bouncer to the left side. Arenado has to hurry. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you see right there, that total puts them in the 14th spot, otherwise known as second to last in the NL. Juan Lagares will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 7, Juan Lagares.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. They'll start things here at 316. 8 home runs and 17 RBIs. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Lagares, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency 1 time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a 2nd time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He's set. Here it comes. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Runners on first with 1 down. Lays off. 2-2 now.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
In now, Tommy Pham, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Has a look, now the pitch. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
So now to the plate, Manny Machado. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled away. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Padres leave a pair as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Matt Strom will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Number 55, Matt Strom.
Leading off the inning, Daniel Murphy, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Daniel Murphy.
And now a pitch on the way. The 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. One and two now. And now a pitch on the way. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the fifth and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Standing in now, Sam Hilliard, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1.
Oh.
1 out, nobody on. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Tony Walters. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Brian Shaw will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Dom Nunez will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. All set for the start of the inning, and here comes the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Oh. 1 ball, no strikes. Nope. 2 balls, no strikes.
Two-0 count. The pitch is in there for strike 1. Shaw was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. 3-1 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Set. Here's the 3-1. High and deep down the left field line. And that's going to land foul. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
The right fielder, number 4, Will.
Stepping in, Will Myers. They could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch on its way. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Hosmer isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 3.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
At the plate, Jurickson Profar. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Mejia.
So coming to the plate, Francisco Mejia. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Cutter low, 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
From the stretch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Popped up. Arenado waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Striding in, Franchy Cordero. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Men on third with 2 down. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2.
Ball. 2 balls.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And it's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Padres pick up a run on the RBI double. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Padres 6 and the Rockies 3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jose Castillo will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Austin Hedges is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
And batting 9.
So striding forward now, Dom Nunez. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. And now pitch on the way. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. The windup and the 0-1. Castillo, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's in his third season as a major league player. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes that one for strike two on the inside corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Now batting.
So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trevor Story. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Here comes the first pitch. And it's 1-1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And that's off his leg on the mound. And they still manage to get an out on the play. Whoa. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Two balls and no strikes.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
The 2-0.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan.
Digging in and looking for more, Nolan Arenado. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch coming, here it is.
No.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
This is popped up. Hosmer has a play. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Colorado. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. James Pazos has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 47, James Pazos.
So stepping in, Austin Hedges. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now the pitch. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Good battle. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked them up completely with that one.
Into the box now, Fernando Tatis Jr. as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. He'll try again. 1-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Now to the plate, Tommy Pham. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit back up the middle. Story picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They still lead it 6-3. Craig Stammen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
San Diego, number 34, Craig Stammen.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, David Dahl.
David Dahl.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Behind 0-2 now. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Up next,
Riding in once again, Ryan McMahon. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot. has to put the ball in play.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. One out, nobody on. One and two now.
1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Daniel Murphy steps in now, and he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. First delivery to him on the way. In there, 0-1. Stammen, a 36-year-old veteran. He was a 12th round selection back in 2005.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle, reined in, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Stepping up to the plate, Sam Hilliard. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The man on third with 2 down. Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-0. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, base hit to right. In to score easily is the runner from third, and don't look now, they've cut the lead down to 2.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Swing and a liner. Foul. And he misses with it. 1-1.
1-1.
A runner on first with 2 away. In for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground is short. And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him.
Usually these guys turn that 6-4-3 double play in their sleep, but it looks like he rushed the feed just a little bit. You have to be sure to get at least one out. Now we'll see if the guy on the mound can pick up the defense.
So striding in, Dom Nunez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Here's the 0-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Two and 2 to the Colorado catcher. The 2-2. Now a flare out to left center. Here comes a left fielder. He's not going to get it. And the 2-out rally continues. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 6-6 ball game.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Row. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
Luis Perdomo takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Into the box, Trevor Story. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. One and 0. Here it is. A ball and a strike.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 costly errors, and a runner left on. We've played 8 full, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Carlos Estevez will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Manny Machado. Now here's the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Machado now on 0-1. Ripped down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now, and it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle.
Story brings it in.
And there's one down now.
The right fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
So here's Will Myers, and he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. The runner's breaking for home, and a late squeeze attempt, and it looks like it's going to work. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. So a gutsy call there, as that takes some serious stones to call the suicide squeeze this late in the game, but the go-ahead run comes in to score. At the plate, Jurickson Profar. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's ready. Here's the first offering. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. All even now, 2-2. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
The pitcher, number 60.
And if you're thinking pinch hitter, here's what the Friars have left on the bench to choose from. Jake McGee takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Number 51, Jake McGee.
Trent Grisham will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Trent Grisham.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Grisham hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
Matty, he struggled this season against left-handed pitching, but maybe a little shot of confidence with the manager putting him in the lineup today.
Hilliard is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. Padres lead it 7-6. Kirby Yates comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Digging in, Charlie Blackmon. He'll start things out needing just a run to tie it here in the bottom of the 9th.
Blackmon.
From the stretch.
No ball. 1 strike.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lined hard to the left side, but foul. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Popped him up. Machado calls for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Up next to Colorado, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Standing in, Nolan Arenado. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
And he's way off balance with the swing there.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Here it comes, 0-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Rockies down to their final out now. And into bat next will be the outfielder David Dahl. He's set and the pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. Oh, look at Hosmer. What a play. And just like that, this one is over.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
And this afternoon's closes at a one-run game, 7-6 today. The Friars came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Luis Perdomo earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Kirby Yates closes the door for the save, his 24th on the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame for the victorious San Diego Padres: 7 runs to 11 hits. 2 errors, they left 9 runners on base. For the Rockies, 6 runs, 8 hits. No errors, they left 7 men on base. Time of the ballgame, 3 hours and 35 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.